Bitcoin new highs coming soon to a market near you. That's right, we've got reason to believe Bitcoin is going to be going up even further and quicker than you probably thought was possible. Also, we're going to be looking at Binance lying to customers about the extent of the hack. And at the end of the video, we're going to talk about one company fighting the SEC and how the SEC is trying to manipulate public opinion. We're also going to be looking at the price, the markets, and the entire world of Bitcoin and crypto news. Stay tuned. All right, guys, let's look at the current price of Bitcoin right now, coming in at $11,764 on CoinMarketCap, $11,730 on Coin360. You can see here, Ethereum, XRP, all the top coins are down except for Bitcoin, Litecoin, Tron, and Binance Coin. So here we go. We look at the markets coming in at $305 billion. Bitcoin dominance, every time I look, it's up 68.9%. Definitely heading towards 70%. So let's head on over and check out the news and tell you why we think Bitcoin is going to go up very soon. There is a key indicator we're going to be looking at. All the stories we cover today on BitBoyCrypto.com. So here we go, guys. Indicator showing buy for first time since June as Bitcoin hovers around $12,000. So we went up over $12,000 twice in the recent few days. We've got rejected most times, but the good news is people kind of expected that. If you talk to a lot of analysts, they did not think we were going to be able to get over that hump. Now, they think we're going to get over it soon, just not that soon. Now, for the first time since June, the GTI Vera Convergence Divergence Indicator flashed buy. Now, we know June was a big month for Bitcoin, and we know that July was a bad month for Bitcoin. Not necessarily for Bitcoin as a whole, but for the price. We had a big red candle in that month. However, now this indicator seems to think that even though we're at $12,000, that it is a time to buy. There's a great chance we will be at $15,000 by the end of the month. Now, what is this divergence indicator? It basically is kind of a check on the world's markets. It basically kind of has indicators that shows when is a good time to buy and sell based on what's going on in the world. And so obviously we've had a lot of volatility going on in the world recently. North Korea, Iran, Venezuela, Germany, the UK, obviously the US-China trade war. We have stocks plunging, tech stocks plunging $162 million in 3 days, while over that same time, Bitcoin was up. We've got hedge fund managers now saying Bitcoin is a great place to hedge your assets. So the fact is, guys, when we come here and we look at the Bitcoin chart, if we pull up the 1 month chart for Bitcoin, we can see we had a pretty big dip, but we've been on a pretty steady climb. The last week has not necessarily felt like it because we go up to 12,000, down to 11,700. But if you kind of follow this same trajectory, we are still in an uptrend. There's really no question about it. We're having higher highs. We're not having lower lows. So we are in an uptrend, at this moment. So that is great news. So the world of Bitcoin is feeling good. People are talking about positive about it and things like that. So let's move on from that to a negative story. Binance hid hack from users. Now, this story kind of sucks, honestly. CZ yesterday, we talked about this in our news video, came out and said that, this hack was basically a bunch of FUD pictures on Telegram. You can watch our video yesterday. We talked about it. There were pictures from KYC documents put on Telegram by a person. So hiding the truth is the same as lying. That's my opinion on the statement. CoinDesk did a story, and this was the quote from CoinDesk. For its part, Binance announced the stolen Bitcoin came only from their corporate accounts and did not affect consumers. Now, we're referring to the May Bitcoin hack in which 7,000 Bitcoins and also API keys were compromised, some 2FA codes. Supposedly, there was potentially some other information that was stolen, but Binance knew what was stolen and they were trying to cover it up. At the time, the exchange also suspended deposits and withdrawals to protect users. However, the extent of the leaked user information was kept secret. Binance and CZ have been lying to you. They've been lying to me. They've been lying to the world about what they knew about that hack. They knew customer accounts were jeopardized. They knew that these KYC documents, now they have not confirmed that these KYC documents actually came from them, but they know that they did, and we're gonna find that out in the coming days. I guarantee it. They've been trying to spin, misdirect, the whole 9 yards, but the fact is, Binance has been hiding information from users. There's no better time specifically for Americans to move to other exchanges. We're gonna be talking about other exchanges here in just a bit, not necessarily today, but here in the coming days and weeks. We're gonna be talking about some different places you can go to trade if you're an American. Probably next week we'll start a series on that. So definitely bad news. Binance comes out looking terrible here. Coinbase insider trading lawsuit over Bitcoin Cash listing. Now, this was kind of confusing because I was seeing conflicting stories here. One saying that Coinbase wasn't going to have to face charges or the lawsuit. Another one saying that it was going to have to. Well, the truth is that both are true. Basically what happened is Coinbase had a judge make a determination that the insider trading from the Bitcoin Cash listing last December, no, 2 Decembers ago, in 2017, December 20, 2017, that insider trading fraud did not take place. So Coinbase will not have to face fraud charges. However, they will have to face negligence, a negligence lawsuit, because they may have breached their duty to keep a healthy market, a stable market, the way that they suspended trading of Bitcoin Cash after only 3 minutes. Coinbase users were extremely upset. One trader has actually gone forward with this lawsuit. His name is somewhere here. I can't find it right now. Jeffrey Burke is the one. He's taken this case for himself and on behalf of other traders. So definitely something very interesting. Brian Armstrong, however, has been absolved of all blame. So they will be facing negligence, the possibility of a negligence lawsuit. They will not be facing fraud charges, okay? Or I'm not sure if charges is the right word. It's a lawsuit. I'm not a lawyer, whatever. So here we go. We got IOST with Huobi Prime 5 and possible emoji connection. So IOST on their Medium page released this photo, Huobi Prime 5, who am I? And that, if you watched our video the other day about emoji, that's emoji with a G, not a J. It's a coin focused on South America or Latin America coming from Burmese that is a node for IOST. Now, emoji is going to be an IRC20, which is a token built on the IOST blockchain. And Huobi Prime 5, I've come to find out today, is actually the way they launch their IEOs. So this will be the 5th IEO that is launched on Huobi. So this is big news. Huobi is a big exchange. Great news for the IOST community and things like that. I'll have a little bit more about that in an article later today on bitboycrypto.com, and we will talk about the Huobi listing a little bit more tomorrow. VeChain Thor tapping into a $3.9 billion industry. It's not what you think. So what is a $3.9 billion industry? Maybe I should have said uncorking instead of tapping. I don't know, but it's the wine industry. They're getting into Chinese wine imports, which the overall valuation of that industry is $23 billion just from Chinese imports. So basically what is happening is VeChain has a wine traceability program or platform that involves NFC tags, which I got a picture of right here. A VeChain NFC tag will go on the label. Now, we recently reported about IOST working with Grimm's Antiques to make antiques and art traceable on the blockchain. Well, now VeChain is doing something kind of similar, taking high dollar items that people wouldn't normally think of when they think of blockchain and putting them there to be tracked. So this tag will make sure the origins of where the bottle came from will be known, because the wine counterfeit industry is actually a $3 million industry by itself. So it's very interesting here. We'll have to see what happens here with these wineries. Good to see VeChain making some more progress. I am a fan of VeChain. So check this out, Nakamoto.com. It's a new website. I don't know how new it is. Actually, it's been around for a long time, longer than Bitcoin. It's been around since 2008. But of course, it was just owned by a technologist who had that name. recently former CTO of Coinbase, I may butcher this name, Balaji S. Srinivasan, he bought it, and he is actually the one running this website right now. Now, this is basically all you get when you go to the website. It says, Nakamoto is Bitcoin country, hodl, or get the friend out. I don't know what that means. That's all it says, and you can put in your email address at nakamoto.com. And we have reason to believe that this is a marketing tactic. They will launch something soon because in a tweet recently, the former Coinbase CTO said, another approach is to soft launch first, put out the site app, don't make a big fuss about it, start getting customers by signing up their email addresses, and then your actual launch is the announcement of a concrete traction milestone. So that's definitely what they're going to be doing with Nakamoto.com. We have no idea what it's going to be. I would assume probably a Bitcoin education website, maybe an exchange, something like that. Definitely using cryptocurrency language. Chinese hackers targeting crypto firms. We know North Korea recently was reported that they have been able to siphon off $2 billion worth of crypto funds by crypto exchange hacks, most of those occurring in Asia. Now, they use those in order to fund their WMD and ballistic missiles, weapons program and things like that. So not good. Now we have a China state-sponsored hacking group called APT41, and they're specifically targeting crypto firms and other industries that are in the way of China's global domination, including healthcare, tourism, and others. So here we go. Crypto tax bill gets introduced or reintroduced amid legislative crypto hype. So we've been talking about crypto a lot in Congress and the Senate lately in the United States. So Ted Budd, Republican representative from North Carolina, has reintroduced a bill that would basically cut out double taxation for crypto. Absolutely great move. The digital assets code in the IRS handbook is outdated. It was established in 1986. We didn't even really have the internet at that point, or at least like we know it now. So, I think this is going to be good. We've also seen other acts such as the Safe Harbor for Taxpayers and Forked Assets Act of 2019 and the Token Taxonomy Act. Now, none of those have been approved, but this is actually making it to the Congress Ways and Means Committee. So we could see a vote on this soon, and it has gotten a lot of attention, so hopefully we will. So here we go. Kik still fighting the SEC over Kin ICO. Now, the SEC has been going after Kik, a messaging app for their ICO. Now, it's very interesting. Basically, they said that this boils down to, is Kin a utility token? If it is, then it's probably fine. However, the SEC is making the argument that Kik used the Kin ICO only as an investment vehicle. And not only that, not only were they trying to trick users into buying Kin as an investment, but they were also trying to fund their company, because apparently Kik Interactive, the company behind Kik, was going bankrupt and they weren't going to be able to survive much longer. So the SEC is arguing that Kin was launched in order to keep the company afloat. Now, Kik is pushing back against this 100%. What they're saying is, this is a great back and forth battle here. A 130-page response to the SEC, they are accusing the SEC of using that information, trying to say that they were going bankrupt, basically as a marketing ploy to manipulate the court of public opinion to make people think that's why Kik launched Kin. Instead, they argue it was a bold move to create a token that can purchase digital assets through their app or digital products. So we don't know where this is going to end, but I know one thing. People don't usually want to fight against the US government. When you do that, you usually lose. However, I'm cheering for you, Kik. I hope that you guys keep taking it to them, because the fact is, no matter what the end result is, I think this is good to see some resistance to the governing bodies, because our huge bureaucratic process in America is way too much. Our government's way too big. So I definitely love seeing them fight back. So good luck to you, Kik. I hope that you kick them in the teeth. That's all we got for today, guys. Thank you so much for watching this video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Smash the like button right now while you're thinking about it. We'll be back tomorrow with another video. We got another review video coming out for you later today, but Bitcoin and altcoin news tomorrow. BitBoy out.